All right. Um,
When I think about
all right. Okay, welcome everybody, wherever you are. We are live. So don't miss out. Today I'm super excited. The person I'm introducing, we have on our platform today. Have you realized that today is our first, like we made a month. Our life made 1 month. At the same time, we are having the first African person on our platform. Do you remember we were always having the whites, the Philippine, but today we are having, this is our first month to make 1 month in our the Digital Business Forum since we started it. At the same time, we have the first African person on our platform. At the same time, this person is the first African person. I should pick couple just because today the husband is not there, but it is the first couple to hit that rank in our online business. So, guys, I'm super excited. And first of all, let me first introduce myself. My name is Dorothy Nakalema. For those who don't know me, I'm originally from Africa and I'm a proud digital business owner. I'm very proud when I talk to this because it just took me 9 months from me like going to my daily job, the 3 jobs I had. It just took me 9 months to quit all that. Do you know what it feels by firing a boss? That's what I have. That's what I feel. So, and I'm a mom. That's a little bit about me. So let's have Ferry to introduce herself.
hello everybody, my name is Ferry Nkanji. I'm a proud digital business owner, a mother, a wife. I'm an educationist, but all that was put on hold when I started my online business. Today we have an amazing lady with us. I can't wait to hear from you, Pamela. You're most welcome, most welcome.
Wow, thank you very much, Ferry, and let's have Dorothy.
Pamela has. She is busy, so you can't miss this. My name is Dorothy. I'm a healthcare professional and a proud digital business owner. And I am telling you, today is the real deal. You need to listen up. Listen up, guys. It's going to be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorothy. So let's have the gentleman on our platform. For those that said, oh, this business for ladies, we have a gentleman here.
Uh, yes. Wherever you're watching us from, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is David Kibalama. I'm a founder of a Silicon Valley cybersecurity company here in the US. I'm a digital business entrepreneur. And today I'm very excited that we have a guest for you, the one and only Pamela. Yes, we're very excited to host you here, Pamela. And Dorothy, you can take it away and let's hear what Pamela has for people today.
Thank you, David. So now we have the queen herself in the building. Let's have Coach. I always call her Coach Pam. You're in the building. It's your turn now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. You know what? I am so humbled. I feel so humbled right now. And thank you to you all amazing business owners for giving me this privilege. Truly, I am humbled and I see this as a rare privilege. I do not take this for granted, okay? And I'm super excited to be here with you guys this afternoon. Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor for me. By the way, my name is Pamela Kinga. By way of introduction, I am a wife. I am a mother of three amazing children. I apologize, my husband couldn't be here with me. He just had other functions. So we have three amazing children, and I am, or we are, proud digital business owners. We run an amazing digital business organization which is life transforming, and I will be sharing that with you guys in a bit. And above it all, I am a child of God, and I am so excited. Thank you, Mr. Oti, for having me here. I'm super excited to be with you all. And thank you to all our guests who are joining. I see we have already about 23 people watching live. Oh my God. You guys are going to push me to be shy, but you know what? I promise. I'm going to deliver, okay? So thank you guys for joining us live, taking out time your busy schedule to watch this live. I can promise you that you will not regret setting aside this time to be with us. We are going to be sharing very, very, very valuable information that you do not want to miss. And I just hoping and requesting that even as you watch and you listen, please do yourself a favor and take some actions and follow the things the recommendations that we give you, because those can potentially be life-changing recommendations for you. Thank you once again, Dorothy, for having me. I'm excited.
Oh, thank you very much, Coach Palm. I really appreciate we have you here. And now our guests are super excited. Like when I made a live visit yesterday about one, like talking about you, and everybody was like, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. So I'm pretty sure that there, whenever you are watching us from, you can put in the comment section, you can put in the comment section where you are watching us from. And yes, Coach Palm is here in the building, and let's boom him with boom her with our questions and have what really she's having for us. And I know a lot of people started now to comment. We have been waiting. Yes, we have been waiting, Pamela. We want to know all you about this. Okay, she's here with us. Okay, guys. So let me first step one out. The first question with our coach, it's gonna be how can you share any success story or milestones that have been particularly meaningful for your online business?
Oh my God. That can take me hours to share, but you know what? I'll try to summarize it. By the way, I'm happy to have you joining us, Dozie. I have Zawandi, consultant. Trust me, just relax, grab yourself a glass of water, maybe a cup of coffee, make yourself comfortable, okay? Let's go on this ride together. And we have Helen watching from London. Glad to have you, sweetheart. And there's Juliet from Uganda. Oh my God. Keep coming and just drop us a message where you're tuning in from, where you're watching from, so we can actually acknowledge you. Glad to have you on. So, my digital business journey started 4.5 years ago, you guys. And I am originally from Cameroon. And I immigrated to Canada with my family in 2016. So literally, I moved to Canada in 2013, and then my husband joined me in 2016. And you all know that when we travel abroad, for us immigrants, we actually going out there for greener pastures, right? So we want a better life for ourselves, for our families, for our children. Of course, that's what took me out of my country. So when I found myself in Canada, I think a couple months after I got there, it started dawning on me that life was not really it was not really the greener pastures, per se. Before I knew it, I had three jobs. My husband had three jobs. We had little children at the time, and life just knocked on us. And I am very, very family oriented. I love bonding with my family, with my husband, with my children. And I wasn't getting that when I moved to Canada because my husband was always at work. I was always at work. We come together at night. Everybody is exhausted. We want to go sleep and wake up, and the roller coaster continues every single day. So I got to the point where I was so tired. I got it right up to here, and I needed a change in my life. So I started searching, you guys. I tried a couple businesses, okay, which were some of them were not successful. Why? Just because lots of them had to do with direct selling, cold calling, calling people, convincing family and friends to join, and that's just not my style. I mean, like the schedule with those models was just inflicting. Like I already had a very busy schedule. Adding cold calling and convincing people was driving me nuts. And until I stumbled upon the system that Dorothy is here today to talk to you guys about, 4.5 years ago, my life transformed. And I have been working online now for the last 4.5 years ago. And 10 months into starting my business, I actually fired my boss. That was my biggest achievement. By the way, I was working as a chartered insurance professional. So I've been working in the corporate world in Canada for a couple of years prior to starting this business. So I worked in one of the biggest commercial insurance companies there in Edmonton, Alberta. And so I know exactly what it is like working in the corporate world and earning six figures in the year, you guys. But I didn't have that freedom. That did not come with freedom. I was so stuck, and I always say that as long as you have to wake up every single day and clock in and clock out in another person's company, you don't have your life. So I did not have my life. So even though I went to school in Canada and I was working and I had a decent income, I was still not free. I felt so caged all the time. So I didn't admire that at all. So my first success story and achievement after starting my business was the fact that I sent my employer a quit letter. And that was the best thing that happened to me. And this happened in 2020. And this is 2024. And what that means is close to 4 years that I have been boss free. I have my time. I don't get anybody to boss me around. I live life on my terms. I travel when I want to travel. I do the things that I love to do. That's my biggest achievement. And that was the first achievement that I had. And the financial freedom that it comes with this business is unspeakable. Right now, my family and I'm coming to you, by the way, right now from Africa. So I'm coming to you from Cameroon, where I relocated close to 2 years ago. That had been my dream when I went to Canada. My dream was always to, work in Canada and come back to Africa when I'm retiring. Probably that would have happened when I'm 65 or maybe close to 70. But you know what? Thanks to this business, I achieved that in my late 30s. Got retired in my late 30s, and I'm back in Africa. And guess what? Canada is my holiday destination now. So these are all the achievements. We currently have a dream home that we built for ourselves here in Africa. And my husband is actually a pastor. He wanted to be in ministry so badly, but he couldn't in Canada because of the long hours and so many work and jobs that he had to do. But today we are back in Africa. He's into full-time ministry work, and we are helping lots and lots of people, restoring families, helping the less privileged, adopting children and taking care of them. It is a dream come true for us, and I am so fulfilled only thanks to this business. That's just to name a few of our successes in this business. They are innumerable, if I can tell. Oh.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Pam. So, actually, this is their house, the dream house that she's talking about. I don't know, you even didn't know that I have this. I did my investigation. I'm like, I'm bringing somebody very big on my platform, so I had to do thorough investigation. So, and this is the project she's talking about, and look at it, look how amazing it is. And trust me, guys, some of us were here, some of our aunties, our uncles, we can even spend more than let me say like 30 years, maybe 40 years and we have never like built that a beautiful project, right? It takes us years and years, and sometimes we reach that retirement age when we haven't hit our goals, right? So thank you very much, Coach Farm, for this. It was really, really amazing, and it is really inspiration. So can we have for Ferry? Are you ready for Coach's Farm second question?
Absolutely, absolutely. Wow. Indeed, I'm not disappointed. You're doing a great job, Coach. It is indeed, I resonate with what you said about the freedom. Oh, as a woman, I really relate to most of the women out there. When you become a mother and you're a working parent, there's no time for family. And to be honest with you, there's no price to put on that. No, 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 no. So the time I really resonate with that spending time with your family was your number one reason as to why you started an online business. Yes, thank you so much for that. I have question number 2, and I think you've already answered it, but I believe there should be a specific event or experience that inspired you to becoming an entrepreneur in the online realm. I want to think there's a specific one that you can, a pivot moment that you can point out and say, this made me move. So could you kindly share?
You know what? That's a very good question, and I always say this to my audience. And one of the things that I do since 4.5 years ago when I started my business is I educate people on the very necessity of owning a business that has your name tag on it. You know, one of the things, even when I just moved to Canada and I started working in the corporate world, I had always known that you cannot be a millionaire working 9 to 5. If you do your research very well, and which is what I love doing all the time, I always like to check all those multimillionaires on earth, because you know what? That I've always aspired, even when I was working as a healthcare aide in Canada. I didn't look at myself at that level. I've always known that I could be better. Okay. And I've always checked, and you know, in my local parlance where I'm coming from, they always say, follow who know road. So what I usually do is I look at all the millionaires and look at all the successful people on planet Earth, and I do my research, how they got their wealth, or what actually triggered their success. And if you do your research very well, you realize that all those multimillionaires are business owners. They don't work for anybody. And even though when I used to work in the insurance firm, I used to get paid bi-weekly. I'll get my bi-weekly check. And for some reason, it was a decent check. However, each time I received that check, I had this feeling as though somebody is dictating to me that, Pamela, think this is what you're worth. But I knew deep inside of me that I was worth more than my bi-weekly check. I knew that I had hidden potentials inside of me, that I could get them out there and get me something better than my bi-weekly check. So I never wanted to settle on my bi-weekly check. So, and then what actually kind of like triggered me to search for something, even though I was not very comfortable all these years, but what triggered me to search for something was a particular day. I was close to going on mat leave from my office, and I was due 2 weeks of holiday in a year, you guys. After working for this company for years, I only had 2 weeks of holiday. And then, as if that is not enough, I remember my husband and we had booked a vacation, and my husband already had time off from work. And I went to my boss and I applied for time to be able to join my husband so we can go on a vacation. And do you know what my employer told me? Pamela, I'm so sorry, but you cannot take vacation now. Every other person is on holiday. You cannot go on holiday. I'm like, Sorry, what? And he told me, yes, I cannot have time off. This is a vacation that we had planned. I am entitled to 2 tiny weeks of vacation in a year, and yet I need to apply and beg to have the 2 weeks. That's when I said, okay, you know what? I got enough. I got enough. I need to build my own legacy. I need to do something for myself. I need to be able to be responsible for myself. I got enough of those people dictating to me how I live, how I work, how I eat, how I sleep, how I stand up, how I sit down. Hell no. I respect 9 to 5. I respect people's careers. I loved my job. But you know what? I loved my family even more. So that's why when I was a little bit comfortable, tiny little bit comfortable, I kicked my boss's ass. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm so done. I literally retired from my job when COVID just struck. This was May of 2020. That's when I sent in that resignation. And my boss was like, Pamela, wait. People are losing their jobs. COVID just struck. Are you sure you want to walk away on your own job? I'm like, I have never been so certain than now. I want to go. And that was it for me. Until eternity, I'm never going to work for somebody by the grace of God.
Wow. Wow, that is so nice. Ferry, are you saying something on your question? It's really, really.
Very
Oh,
powerful words.
You nailed it. I just like the vibration. I like the energy. I feel it. Ah! We need to be having you every day for coffee in the morning so that we wake up and fight. Ah! Thank you, Pamela.
okay. Okay, thank you very much, Coach Pam. Thank you. You know, when you were explaining about you're quitting your job and everything, and you were like, you wanted to be your own boss, and I just remembered the time I was giving up my life. I could say I could give up. I was almost giving up my life because to an extent, even my family back home sent me money for the tickets to go back. It's like, you know, you're not gonna die from there. You went to look for greener pastures, but it seems you went to look for healthy conditions. So I remembered like that time where you were saying that they should go. You went and did your research. And that's what exactly I did. I booked for the ticket, but I didn't. Eventually, I canceled it because I'm like, okay, I just have one kid here in California. How do these successful people, immigrants, whites, how are they succeeding with even more than 3 kids? But I just have one, and I'm like looking for the ticket. So exactly what you did, and if everybody go and do this research, it's almost 85 to 95%. Most of the successful people on this planet, they're business owners. So it's really, really important to go and do your own research before you can even give up on yourself like the way I was going to do. Thank you very much, Coach Pam, about that. And I saw Dorothy, you wanted to say something?
I want to say, like, I feel like you are talking to me because, you know, I have a high level career. Sometimes you're on call, sometimes you're tired. Actually, I went back to school to do a doctorate because I was tired of working 3 jobs. And I did that because I thought I'll get a little more money so that I don't work too much. And guess what? I'm back like to square one. Now I have to cover call. I get home like midnight sometimes. So it's like there's no difference. So that's why I'm here to do this business, because I'm following on your footsteps. And I'm happy that our followers are getting these, these from you, already successful, and you've already done that. You've fired your boss. So it's possible. It's possible for everybody to be able to do that. So we are grateful. We are so happy. Yep. Yep.
Hey, David, are you saying something?
Very interesting. Pamela, I was listening to something that Oprah Winfrey said some time ago. I think it was an interview with Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah and Oprah Winfrey were having a chat, and Trevor Noah asked Oprah, "What's the one thing that is common with all successful rich people that you know and that you can share with us today?" Trevor Noah asking Oprah Winfrey, you know what she says? He said that most of these people have a big enough reason for why they do what they do, or for the why. There's always, until you have that, and until you have it, what's the word? I'm looking for the right word. Until you have it defined to the dot, your why. I'm telling you, you will continue to be mediocre. You will continue to be led. You will continue to do as they tell you to, and you can never have the freedom that you're sharing here with us. So as you were telling your story, in a way, I was smiling and I was like, wow, I've been in those shoes. I've worked a corporate job here in the US for at least 2 years, and I can say it's the longest I've been employed in my life, because since college I went out on my own. I worked IT for a very long time as a consultant, but after those 2 years I came out and set up myself again into consulting, and now I'm limitless. Okay, the amount of freedom and the amount of and the things I'm able to exercise since I left that corporate job are limitless. And yet I was in those same shoes where somebody had to dictate where I have to be, what I have to do, regardless of what I feel, or and I was like, beautiful job. But it's not all that, And I believe that true dominion is in being able to take charge of your destiny. You cannot say you're enjoying that true dominion that our God, our Father in heaven, set out as men to come and enjoy on this earth if you cannot take charge of certain things in your life, your happiness, your work, your family, and these kinds of things. So for me, when whatever you're saying, I was like, oh, she went limitless. And that's true dominion. And I applaud you for that. You turn Canada into a holiday destination, and that's what it should be. You know what I mean? So I'll just go on and push on my third question for you, Pamela. I'm very sure a lot of people are more interested in hearing your story than what I have to say as David. But here I am. Were there any specific events were there any moments when you felt like giving up, okay, after leaving your job and saying, you know what, I'm gonna go this way? You push. I know is when you start something, there are challenges. You're trying to find that middle ground and kind of what's it, harmony. You're trying to find harmony with what you've got into. Okay, so were there any kind of moments when you felt like giving up, and if so, what motivated you to keep pushing?
Did I face challenges? Yes. Thank you for that, David. But did I face challenges? Yes. Was there any moment that I felt like quitting? No. You know why? Because I came in fully prepared to succeed. And I was already, I've always known and said this to myself, and I keep repeating it to myself, that quitters never win and winners never quit. So I had two things that I needed to find out when I came on board for this business. Number one, do we have a system that is working? Has it been tested, proven to yield results? Number two, has there been anybody who has used this system and seen results? I needed answers for these two questions. And as long as I had a yes to these two questions, I was sold. So I had challenges because you know why? Anything in life has a building stage. Anything, name it. Be it a business, be it childbearing, be it starting a profession, working online, working offline, name it. There is nothing that you start and grow without challenges. If you see such, please let me know. You have my name here. Ask Dorothy, she'll give you my contacts because I need to find that thing. For my how many X number of years online, I haven't found it. Anything that comes with zero challenge, it does not exist. It's a scam. If somebody comes today and tells you that, you know what, just come and give me $500 and go and rest, go and sleep, and you're going to be a millionaire in 2 years, man, it's a scam. Run away. Okay? I can guarantee you it's a scam. It does not exist. So I was so prepared, like I said earlier, that I was my and I really thank you for that analysis, David, that you have to focus on your why. How big is your why? Why are you starting something? What caused you to feel that you were not comfortable and you wanted more? That is so important. All the challenges that I faced trying to build my business, my why was so big and those challenges were so invisible. I saw them as stepping stone to get into where I was going. I was so focused on my reason for starting this business, and I couldn't even notice the challenges that were around me. I could just jump past them because I know where I was going. I knew what I wanted. And I was so desperate to achieve what I wanted, such that no challenge could pull me down. There are few, and sometimes I don't pretend when I say this. Sometimes I have to think to find out what actually was my challenge. Because I don't remember it. Because you know why? I was so focused on my why that those challenges were just like a process to getting to my why, to getting to why I started, to getting to my success. So I didn't even see them as challenges. I just saw them as a journey, a pathway to get me to where I was going. Of course, when you're starting to build a business, we are online digital business owners. And what that literally means is we have an audience and we build an audience. And that's what these beautiful business owners here are here to share with you. What are they doing? They're trying to build an audience. They're trying to educate you folks to understand what it is like, or the importance of you guys having a plan B for your life. Right? So building this audience is a lot of work. Showing up like this, it's a lot of work. Doing what they're doing is a lot of work. That is part of the process. And stumbling on some people who might even be watching us now and saying, oh my God, I'm so skeptical. I can't deal this. You guys are scammers. You guys are fake. Those are challenges. But what kept me going were those two answers I got in the beginning. I found a system that worked, or that was working. And I found some people who were coaching and mentoring me who had used the business, the system, and I saw the success that they had realized. That was enough for me. And that was it for me. So that kept me going. And nothing could ever be able, even up till now, to convince me to the contrary. So it just pushed my momentum. And when I became successful in the business, by the grace of God, under a year in the business, it just kept propelling me to help as many immigrants as possible as myself, because I know exactly what we go through in North America, you guys. I know exactly what we go through, and I know that we are worth more than that. I know that I have mothers, young mothers like myself, who need to bond with their children, but that ability has been taken away from them, stripped away from them without their consent. That opportunity has been taken away from them from fellowshipping with their family, relating with their families without their consent. You know what? They don't ask your consent to take you away from your family. It's automatic. So when you find something that can get you back that freedom, you take it with passion. And each time I'm talking about this, you can sense some radicality in my face. It's just because I know that we need a change. We can be better. We are what more than what we are right now. And most at times our comfort zones are not comfortable. So we need to make ourselves uncomfortable to be comfortable. You must go through that route. You cannot escape it. You have to be uncomfortable to get to a position of comfort. And that's what I did. In the first few years of my business, I was trying to build my audience. I was trying to build a brand for myself. I was trying to get an organization for myself. And that process takes a lot of time and coaching and dedication and consistency and, being intentional and all that. And that, of course, had to deal with a lot of sacrifices. And you know what? Again, my why was so big, so my challenges were invisible.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Still goes back to I just had this morning is that the why for why people do what they do and why they succeed is the fuel. Is the fuel that runs their engines. You know, you continue to fire on 4 cylinders if your why is big. So therefore, something to learn from Pamela's experience, her reason for for her success is you need to really get down to your why and put it, define the reason. If it means looking at it every day, if you're putting it on a vision board so you can look at it, it's the fuel that is going to fire you every morning to go and do and succeed. Otherwise, without that, you kind of drift off. And that's how a lot of people lose, their focus towards their goals. So yeah, the why is very important. Thank you, Pamela, for sharing.
Oh, thank you very much, David, and thank you very much, Coach Pam. You know, when you're explaining your why was big and your challenges were invisible, it was really, really, it taught me because actually, I could say the most important part I picked in the Coach Pam's explanation is like, for her, she did not give up because by that time she didn't reach her destination. That means she saw where she was going, and it's like, okay, my destination is there, so I have to go for that. I have to reach my destination. So it was really, really powerful. I believe most of our viewers, you've been having a lot of questions, but I'm pretty sure most of the questions, Coach Pam almost answered all of them. And I'm really, really excited. And thank you very much, Coach. I know we had some other questions, but we are going in 40 minutes. Coach Pam, do you think you still have some time for us?
Yeah, that's okay. I can still take a few questions. Yeah.
Okay, let's have 2 questions and we'll leave Coach Pam for today. Okay. So it's here. Have you encountered any technical challenges or obstacle in the development or maintenance of your online platform, and how did you overcome them?
Well, I honestly haven't encountered too many challenges in that respect. I can hear my voice echoing, so can you just mute yourself if you're not talking? So I really haven't really encountered so much difficulties, but I have actually had people that I've coached them encounter difficulties. Like you all know, we are digital business owners. What that means is we use social media to reach our audience, just like what we are doing right now. We are being streamed on Facebook. So we use major social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Google, and all that. And those challenges with those platforms is just very, very normal that you can face them. But the good thing is, we actually, as business owners, we are certified. Okay, so we have contact with those social media platforms that we can reach out to them and get help if we need to. And I remember in those days before I started my business, I used to be on Facebook and I used to just feel that, oh, Facebook was just there for me to post my pictures on Sunday morning when I'm dressed and going to church, and to go through Facebook and comment on people's pictures. Oh, I love your shoe. Oh, your dress is so beautiful. You know what? While you're busy commenting on people's pictures, others are busy making money. I need you to know that. And when I realized that my years on Facebook were wasted, I turned those same years, those same times that I used to go to Facebook to comment on people's pictures, I turned them to make money. So now, if I have any challenge on Facebook, let's say, for example, our business systems, by the way, on our system side, we have ample information to help you when you're stuck, if you're stuck at any point. We have coaches, we have mentors, we have a step-by-step video-based training. We have experts in our community who are IT and tech savvy, who do all the heavy lifting for us so we don't have to worry about it. Sometimes you get stuck and you just reach out to one of the tech persons and they watch it out for you and take care of it for you. That was, to me, was priceless. Why? Because when I started this business, I wasn't tech savvy. If you go to my personal profile and scroll down 4.5 years ago, you see that I usually come on Facebook maybe on my birthdays to say, oh, thank you for those wishing me happy birthday. Or maybe Christmas, I would just say Merry Christmas, I was not a social media person. So, but then when I met this business, I had to be on social media because you know why? Sometimes I listen to some people say, "Oh, I don't want to do this business because you know what? I don't want to expose myself. I don't want to go on social media." Are you kidding me right now? What age are you in? This is the 21st century, and like the world is going global, the world is going digital. You need to, I mean, like, step up. And I used to, I've had the privilege to coach over 2,000 people, and still coaching them. So I usually, tell people, like, seriously, wait, let me ask you a question. Yes, you don't want to go on social media. You don't want people to see your face. You don't want. But do you want freedom? Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to get rid of those credit cards? Do you want to pay off that student loan? Do you want to take care of your car loan? Are you kidding me? If you can go on social media and get rid of all those things, wouldn't you do it? That was me. I never wanted social media. But you know what? I never used to do social videos like this. But guess what? Even if you're 10,000 of you here, I will still talk the way I'm talking right now. Did I get you overnight? No. Again, I was focused on my why. I knew where I was going, and this was going to get me there. So nothing could stop me. Nothing. Nothing. And so those social media challenges, they are really, 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 really something that it cannot stop you, because we have all the help, all the support, and all the assistance that we need to help anybody who gets stuck. So nobody really gets stuck in our system.
Wow. Wow, that's so powerful. That's so powerful. I really love, I get a lot of questions. Somebody say, I'm not a social media person. How am I gonna do this? This is not for me. And I just remember my why, and I myself, when you go to my personal page, you will see even 5 months I'm not posting anything, even if a happy birthday. But I'm like, okay, if me waking up every morning, both like the boss breathe under my neck, I have to choose one. Do I use the media platforms? Just wake up, prepare myself, have my laptop, work wherever I can go, or even if vacation, in my bedroom, my living room, my kitchen. And I'm like, okay, what life do I need? Okay, let me choose the online world, or waking up, still go back, I breathe under, like the bottles will breathe under my neck. So it is really, really, thank you very much to put that highlight there, Coach Farm. It was really, really informative. And okay, let's have our last question from Dorothy M. Um,
nothing could stop her. Nothing, literally nothing. And I think that's the kind of determination that everybody should have while they are starting their own business. So, Pamela, hopefully this is the last question for you. All right. So, can you share with us any valuable lessons or insights you have gained from your experience as an online business owner?
Most definitely, Dorothy. Thank you for that question.
Yes.
Once, hey, Brendas, Tina, Sharon, Amos, Mox Consultant, Patrick. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for catching us here live. Valuable information. I'm never going to get tired of saying this. No matter what you're doing, regardless of what career you're into, regardless of what profession you're into, if you're a medical doctor, you're a pharmacist, you're a lab technician, you're an accountant, you are, name it, please secure yourself a solid plan B. Secure yourself a solid plan B. There is a reason why I said that twice. And I mean a solid plan B. There is a plan B and there is a solid plan B. Secure yourself a plan B that you can fall back to in uncertain times. And it is absolutely risky in our today's economy for an entire family to rely on 9 to 5. It is risky. It is as risky as risk itself. Because you have nothing to fall back to when the uncertain happens. So I need every single one of you, our viewers, those catching the replay, to understand the importance of having a plan B or having a business that has your name tag on it. I cannot stress this enough. Because guess what? In as much as your careers are so important and so valuable, I definitely loved my job even though I walked out on it, but I knew that I needed something that I could pass on to my children. As a medical doctor, when you're out of here, you're out of here. It's done, finish. As an accountant, when you're out of here, you're out of here. It's done. There's no way your children are going to inherit your career or your profession. So if we collectively are wise enough, we will understand that having a plan B, something that you can call your own, having your own organization is so vital. When my husband and I, we started our business 4.5 years ago, we were so determined of building that legacy for our children. And let me tell you something. You see the employer, the office where you wake up every day and you take a shower and you go there to work every now and then. That company where you're working, somebody took a risk to create that company. And that's where you're working. So if that person did not take a risk, you don't have a job. So somebody took a risk to build that company and to create. The person did not build the company. That person created the company and you are building that company for that person. How about you creating your own company and get other people build it for you? I am currently here in Africa. We've been here now for close to 2 years. Well, last year we only go to Canada for summer holidays, by the way. So we will be traveling sometime in June. So my children it's always been my desire for my children to kind of like have elementary education right up to maybe grade 12 here in Africa, and then we move back to Canada for college, because that has always been my dream. I want my children to have our values. I want my children to be able to have my African values. That was my dream. So they are here, they're schooling here. So each time they leave school for summer holidays, we all go to Canada for holidays, and we are there for 3 months, and then we come back here when it's September. So that's our lifestyle for the next maybe 10 years. And so that was a dream for us. And while we are here in Africa, I have my organization in Canada, and I have people that I've employed working for me. I have an accountant, I have people taking care of my business for me, and all they do is they deposit my money, and I just enjoy myself here in Africa. So I have people working for me. So what was that? That was about me building an organization and also employ other people, grow it for me. How about you doing that for yourself? It's beautiful. You cannot even understand how this feels. But it's so amazing to own your own life. It's amazing to own your dreams and own your lives and transfer those dreams into realities. And some of you here watching, you might be saying in your mind, oh, what are they saying? Oh, they are online business owners. I'm so skeptical. I can't do this. I can't do that. You know what? There is nothing that kills dreams more than self-sabotage. Do you know what self-sabotage is? Oh, this is not for me. I can't do this. I'm not a social media person. I can't create content. You know what? This is a scam. I have been scammed so many times. I'm done. I can't try it anymore. Hell no. Get out of that mindset from today. I beg you in the name of God, and create a legacy for your children. If not for you, I really don't care about you too much. I'm sorry to say that, but I care about your children. So build that legacy for your children. Get your children to that point where they don't need to go to school in North America on student loans. You can pay for their tuition. I don't care if it's $50,000. You can pay out of pocket. And you cannot do that working 9 to 5. Hello? You can't. It's not possible. It's not. You have to own a business. You have to own a business. You cannot do that working 9 to 5. My home here in Africa is worth about $2 million. And you know how it works in Africa? You do not, it's not like in Canada where you go and borrow a house. I used to call people with mortgage, you are just borrowing a house, right? So here, you buy a piece of land, you build your house, and we build this house from scratch without owing a dime in the bank. How is that possible when you're working 9 to 5? Have you finished paying your bills in North America? No, you haven't. You haven't. So this is not even possible. So I just want to say that, please, if you want that success life, if you want that dream life, then you got to get a plan B for yourself, and you have to be intentional. So you see all these amazing people right here, reach out to them, drop a message, ask for more information. My journey 4.5 years ago started, you guys, by watching a free complimentary webinar, which you can find on each of those business owners' pages. All you need to do is look around their pages, click on the link that you find there, put in your name and email. It will direct you to a free webinar where you can watch. And that webinar changed my life 4.5 years ago. And I believe, and I'm so confident, it can change your life. So do not relent. Get out of your comfort zone, take actions, and change your life. Pay $149. They're asking you for $149. Our info package is $149, you guys. That's what you pay for lunch when you go out on a lunch date. My $149 that I spent 4.5 years ago was a lifetime. It was a bargain for a lifetime. Honestly, that was the best $149 I have ever spent in my entire life. And I'm still grateful about that till today. And so when we welcome you on board, we give you homework. You know why we do give you homework? Because we need you to do your due diligence. We pride ourselves with our system such that we give you ample time to check it out and make an informed decision if this is for you or not. I am a live person. Dorothy is right there. We are live. We are real people. Here am I putting on a black jacket. I'm a real person, you guys. So I am a live person. I am not a ghost. We are real people involved in a real system, doing a real business and seeing real results. So what we are looking for are like-minded people, people who are tired of their lifestyle, or people who are hungry for change, people who want that time freedom and financial freedom, people who want to do the things that have always mattered the most for them. We are looking for those people to work with. Number one, you need to be intentional. Number two, you need to be coachable. And number three, you want to sit down and have us teach you and guide you to success. If you're that person, drop a message and we will be more than happy to reach out to you and to share this information with you. That's all for me, Dorothy.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Coach Palm. We are really, it was really inspiring. Guys, now you know what to do. When you go to the description, you can look anywhere, wherever you are watching this from, you can go to that description. There's always a link. Just type in your name and the email address, and then you will get all the detailed information, or you can inbox any of that. Wherever you are watching us from, just inbox. You will get all the fully information from any of the platforms here. Okay, so thank you very much, Coach Prime. And
Hey, Dorothy.
this is goes to
Hey,
Dorothy.
Yes, I do. I do have something to add on to what Pamela just mentioned. Be intentional. Be intentional, and and as I expound on that, I would like to also be answering or talking to my brother here, Dozie. How do we get more people from Africa to join this business, considering that we have challenges like cost of data? He's talking about internet challenges and unstable lights, etc. Okay, be intentional. If it's that important to you, there's one of two things you're gonna do. There is solar energy, and it's cheap, it's affordable. There are inverter systems. An inverter system draws power from your hydroelectric or whatever power you have at home, and it saves that power on batteries, which power it can then invert later on when you lose power to fire your laptop. So there are so many. If it's that important and you're intentional about it, trust me, you're going to build a business around it, and you'll put up some kind of power backup system that's very affordable to fire just a few gadgets. Just fire your laptop and your home router for your internet. You mentioned data. Again, like I said, if you're running a business, if your data is centered around your business, look at that as your stock in trade. Okay. Other people build businesses where they have to stock products so they can sell. I mean, open up a shop, hire somebody to tend to customers and sell, make a profit. Okay. If you've built a business around a digital, around something digital, your stock in trade is that data. Okay. And your stock in trade is availability. So the power you're talking about, invest if you're intentional about it, and you have a big enough reason to fire yours 4 cylinders at full throttle, then you're going to build backup systems, and you're going to have some kind of reservation for internet or data because your life depends on it. So thank you, Coach Pamela. I don't want to go
Just to
beyond what.
support that,
Yeah,
David, just
yeah.
to add on to that, Coach, there is Dorothy M. You travel to Kenya, not so? And you're on internet. You are here with us. I am in Uganda, and I'm always here. So you can make it happen. That's why they're mentioning be intentional. Oh, where's Coach Pamela? Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So,
even Coach Pamela, she's in
so the opportunities,
Cameroon.
yes,
So actually
yes,
we have 3 people in Africa, right?
right. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Oh, David, you're muted.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm saying so many people are operating in environments that have challenges, but such is the world, and you just have to build, you know, to manage and succeed. You have no choice but to succeed. So you have to work something. You have to work yourself around solutions that are available to you, and and go on. They say if you have a mobile phone, okay, a laptop and internet, your shop is open for trade. So with your mobile phone, if you have lights out, work with the phone. You know. So this is some of the things you should be looking at, and you should never be hindered from doing business. That's it. Thank you, Dorothy.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you very much, Coach Pam. We really appreciate. We had a lot of people. Oh, thanks for coming. We are sorry we're not going to go through everything, all your comments. We are coming to. It's almost an hour. Wow, Coach Pam, it's too late for her. It is coming, I think, to 11 something, right? So we're gonna leave her, and thanks everybody for joining. I see Zawadi, thank you for coming. Helen, London, watching from London, thank you. Juliet, Uganda, okay, thanks. Sheila, watching from Maine, thank you guys. Nam, Ugandan, watching from Switzerland. Oh wow, thank you, thanks everybody. Shayla, thank you for watching from Boston. We had a lot of people, guys. We are not going to go through everything, but we are really, really thank you for coming. I can relate. I sent my boss of two. I have peace now. Wow. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's really, really amazing. Um, Happy Sunday, beautiful people. We have a lot of people. We are not going to go everybody, and say Miss Clarita. Okay, we have people who are watching us from all over the world. So thanks everybody. Amazing journey, Coach Farm. Thank you for sharing. Watching from Toronto, Canada. Well, you know what is inspiring in Coach's primary journey, guys? Do you know what it means? Most of Africans, we want to have our, like, we always come here to look for greener pastures. But guess what? For Coach Pamela, she's going in Canada for vacation, guys. Things are different, so you should come and tap into these blessings. So watching from California, Mildred, Prince, Coach Pam. Yo, thank you for ever you're watching, guys. We have Josephine, powerful. Let's see this one. Brenda, Jasmine, so powerful. Tina, powerful. Who's this? Watching from UK, very inspiring. Sharon, thank you for watching us. We have Amos, we have Mox already. We have Amos from Arizona. We have a lot of people. I don't think we're going to do everything here. Very thanks, Coach Perm and everybody. Okay. So guys, if we didn't go through your comment, we are so sorry. We are so sorry. We'll go through it. Okay. So motivative, can't be the same after this session. What a wonderful informed team. Wow. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you, Juliet. It's again, what a night. Thanks, Dorothy and Coach Pamela B International. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, there's a lot of people. Coach Pram, thank you for downloading such powerful educational information onto us tonight. Watch from UK. Wow. Thank you very much, Coach Pam. I believe everybody, guys. I don't think after this session you're gonna be the same. It can't. So yeah, it can be the same. So Dorothy, do you have something to say before we send? We have. It's a good night to Coach Pam, right? And Dorothy too. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted, Dorothy. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh, Coach Pamela, I was just telling you that just to let you know that this is not the last time we are going to call you. You see, everybody loves you, everybody sees the energy, and we want everybody to have that energy so that they can create generational wealth for their family. So please prepare, because this will not be the last time, it's just the beginning. So just get ready, just get ready, just put us there and know that we are coming for you. We are just coming for you. So we are so grateful, everybody who has watched these this forum. Just take action, go to the description, make sure you put in that email, your name, watch that 20 minutes free information video, and take action. Take action and create that generational wealth for your family. Thank you, Coach Pamela.
All right. So, okay. So, Coach Pamela, do you have anything for our viewers, please?
Well, take action, you guys. Send those messages. Send those messages. Just comment and reach out to any of those beautiful, amazing business owners and transform your life forever. Do it and be thankful to them later on. But you must get the habit of being uncomfortable now to be able to be comfortable tomorrow. True success, it's when you do the things now that others won't do to have the things in the future that others won't have. I remember those days when I started my business, people thought I was crazy. So I was doing the unimaginable, the things that other people felt it was a scam, the things that other people felt, oh my God, I can't do this. But definitely, I am enjoying what they are not enjoying today. So always be ready to do the things today that majority of the people around you won't dare to do, so that you can have the things tomorrow that none of them can have. Be ready to get out of your comfort zone today so that you can feel uncomfortable tomorrow. It is so important. So if you want to be successful, dare to take risk, because not taking risk is even more risky. Life is a risk. Life is a risk. So if you're not ready to take a risk, then you're ready to be broke for life. If you cannot build a business that works for you while you're sleeping, then you're not ready to be financially independent. If you're not able to set up an organization that eventually works for you while you're doing the things around the world that you love to do, then you might just be broke for life. But for me, I will never be broke. So if you say to yourself, I need you to just type it in the chat, I will never be broke. I am intentional. I am taking action today. And you will definitely get to that destination where you want to be. But until then, if you do not take action, you can only dream, but those dreams will stay as dreams. If you want those dreams to be transformed into reality, you got to take action. And do that now. I will never be broke. Oh, yes. I will never be broke. I will never be broke. I will never be broke. The very first day I flew business class with my entire family, I was sitting on that plane. I told myself I will never be broke in my life. Because when you fly business class or you fly first class on a plane, that's when you enjoy. In fact, money is good. It is good, my people, but you need to be intentional to get it. So you have to get it. I will never be broke in life. I will and I can. I will do it and I can do it. I'm taking action today. I'm getting out of my comfort zone. Realize that your comfort zone is not comfortable. Be intentional. Tell yourself, my comfort zone is not comfortable. I will never be broke, inshallah. Sharon, Isaac, I love that.
Very powerful.
Eh?
Very powerful. Pamela,
Yes.
Pamela, of the things you said, it reminded me of some words somebody used. He said, "Do something today that your future self will thank you for." In other
Yep.
words, do something today that the future Pamela will thank this Pamela for doing. You say,
That's right.
thank you for taking action at that time. You know what I mean? So do
Mm-hmm.
something today that your future self will thank you for. Do it for your future self. If you want to enjoy tomorrow, take action now.
Right.
So yeah, and
Right.
your future self will thank your current you for having taken the decision when
Today.
everybody was skeptical and thinking otherwise, but you did it. So yeah,
Right.
very powerful words.
Dorothy,
Yeah.
bring that video again before Coach Pam leaves. That video, come on. Get on.
Bye, you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Pamela.
you. Thank you for
Thank you,
Let's
having
be
Pamela,
me.
for
grateful.
having
Thank you for
I
coming.
really, I had fun. I had fun. Thank you guys. And I want to say a big congratulations for those of you who are planning on taking action already. When you come in the inside, you're going to see me. Trust me. I am an intentional business owner and I don't joke around it because I know it's a fortune. So congratulations. The future starts today. Yes, Mogs. The future starts today. It's never too late. You can start right now. The future starts today. And we are going. We are going. We are going. We are all going to be at the top. All immigrants, Africans like myself, we can be at the top. We can live life on our terms. We can do the things that we want to do when we want to do it and how we want to do it without restrictions. We can. And yes, we will. Okay? Thank you again for having me. Good night, Dorothy. Good night, David. Good night, Dorothy.
Okay, good night,
Thank you
Coach
so
Pam, and
much.
thank you,
We are
thank
all
you.
Bye.
winners. Yes, we are
Yes, I
all
know.
winners. We are all winners. We are all
Yeah, thank you.
winners. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
All
Have a
right, bye. I
blessed night.
know most of you don't
Yeah.
want us to leave today, but no, it's time, Coach Pam. It's time for sleep and Dorothy.
Yes.
So bye, bye, guys, and thanks for
Bye.
joining
Bye.
us.
Yeah.
When I think of
Ah.